So I didn't think the finale of Loki was that exciting. I made a video about it and got ridiculed. So many thumbs down, only a few thumbs up. So you think I learned my lesson, right? Don't talk bad about the MCU. No, of course not. We're going to talk about some awesome things about Black Widow. We're going to talk about some not so awesome things about Black Widow. And we're going to talk about some things that are just plain gangster. Right on the other side of me, self-promoting my channel for 5 seconds and eating this other half of this Oreo that I am about to dunk. Yes, I dunk. You're heathens, you don't. So, as we start off by talking about things that are awesome, things that were not so awesome, and things that were just plain gangster, let's start with the new characters that we got. And I want to talk about two in particular new characters, and that's Yelena Belova, if I pronounce that right, and Alexei, the Red Guardian. So in the 616 universe, Yelena Belova is actually the arch enemy of Natasha Romanoff, but in the MCU, they're sisters. Pretend sisters, but sisters, even though I'm showing them fighting right now. Now in the 616, Alexei is actually married to Natasha, but obviously in the MCU, he is her pretend father. Hey, get that out your head. Let's move on. But in this movie, they are like comedic gold, and I'm so happy the MCU didn't kill them off, because they definitely help make this movie what it is, and they'll help in future movies. Like one of Yelena's awesome scenes is when she's pretty much making fun of her sister, saying how, and she has a fantastic Russian accent. She is English as hell. Florence Pugh is English as English can be, but she has a fantastic Russian accent, and she's sitting there and she's trying to tell her sister how she has a fighting pose, and in a Russian accent she goes, you know how you kick your leg out and then you whip their hair back and so on and so forth, and you know you have a fighting pose. And Natasha's like, I'm not a poser. So it's, yeah, you're a total poser. For the record, Natasha, you are a poser, but you look so sexy when you do it. Please keep posing. Her other awesome moment is when they just got finished breaking out the Red Guardian out of a Russian prison, and he's in the helicopter, he's trying to talk to him, and she just punches him in the face, just back fist, just like Batman. And he's like, well, what's that for? You know, it's your time of the month. And she goes, I don't get that time of the month anymore because I don't have a uterus. Actually, when you go to the Red Room program, they cut out all your reproductive organs. They just get in there and they cut out and then they flush out. And then the Red Guardian's like, because it's a funny scene for him too. He's like, oh, why you gotta get so clinical and nasty? And he was like, oh, well, next I was going to start talking about fallopian tubes. It's bad that I don't know what fallopian tubes are. I want all the men now watching this video right now to be honest. Let me know before you watch this movie, did you know what fallopian tubes are? And if you do, where are they located at in the woman's body? Let me know in the comments. So besides that awesome moment, David Harbour had a few more. Like when he's actually in the Russian prison and he's arm wrestling everybody and he's beating everybody because, you know, he's been through their version of the Super Soldier program. So he's like their version of Captain America. And then this big dude comes in and he is like, so when, because he's talking about stories about how he faced Captain America. Big dude comes in, he's like, oh, so when did you meet Captain America? And he's like, around like, I don't know, 83, 84. And he's like, oh, well, Captain America was still in ice. How did you meet him then? And he says, oh, you trying to call me a liar? Boom! Breaks his wrist. So I got a serious question. Now, I heard from one of these comic book YouTubers, I watched Rob from Comic Explain and Benny from Comic Historian, that I believe in the 616, they had a replacement for Captain America once he disappeared for Captain America and Bucky, because they didn't want the American people to know that Captain America died. So Alexei really fought somebody who had on a Captain America outfit. Obviously, it wasn't Captain America, but he fought somebody. Because if he didn't, then why would he break that dude's wrist like that for calling him a liar? And why would he ask Natasha, does he talk about me? So I don't understand what they're going with this. They're gonna have to further explain me what the hell's going on, because I'm a little bit confused by that scene. So the other awesome scene is when they get ambushed and he gets hit with a tranquilizing dart. He's about to say something, they didn't hesitate. They hit him with 10 more tranquilizing darts. And he goes down like a ton of bricks. Laughing my butt off at that scene. Now, Natasha has a lot of awesome moments in this movie. When she was messing with Thunderbolt Ross, that was awesome and pretty funny. When she met Taskmaster on the bridge for the first time. When she fought her sister Elena. Now, from time to time in an MCU movie, there are just some G moments. When Captain America prevented the helicopter from taking off by just holding it, that was gangster. When Black Panther, Captain America, and Bucky were running faster than the cars in Germany on the freeway, that was gangster. Natasha has a few of these G moments, like when she's talking to Dreykov and she understands that she can't do anything to him because her mother let her know beforehand, but she's playing a role and she tries to act like, or she tries to go ahead and shoot him. She can't. Tries to go ahead and stab him. She can't. Now, she also needs to get some information, so she starts to mess with Dreykov and she takes a beating. She does that with the full intention on getting the information that she needed, and she got it. Once she got that information, she knew how she's going to be able to access it. She went ahead and she broke her own nose on his desk so that she couldn't smell his pheromone, and then she started beating the hell out of him. Gangster. And just a little bit after that, Dreykov was able to hit a button to bring in the Black Widows. Not a few Black Widows, all of the Black Widows, to fight Natasha. Not only did she fight all the Black Widows, but she held her own, and she held her own for a long time. I mean, eventually the numbers finally caught up to her, but she was putting in some work. And finally her sister came in and hit all the Black Widows with the pheromone and bring them back. But that right there again, that was gangster. And then Natasha and Yelena have a gangster moment together. Dreykov's about to get away. He's with his personal bodyguards and about to get on his helicopter. And Yelena catches up to Dreykov, jumps on the helicopter, takes one of those Black Widow staffs and sticks into the engine. I mean, blows it up. She goes flying off and Dreykov is dead. He's dead. All you saw was a ball of fire and his glasses go flying off. It was crazy. So that was Yelena's gangster moment. Natasha didn't break stride. She grabbed a parachute, went running, jumped off the helicarrier, went through a helicopter. That was crazy. Got to her sister, puts on her parachute, pulls it, boom. Gangster moment. So then Taskmaster is in like a hot pursuit. Natasha sees Taskmaster coming at her. So what she does is she just lets go of her sister. So her sister doesn't get involved. She goes falling. She slides down on a piece of the helicarrier, which, you know, they show that scene all the time. And the Taskmaster comes with her sword and digs it in there. She's going, and then she finally catches up to Natasha, and they start fighting after falling. And I guess Taskmaster had on a parachute. Natasha pulls the ripcord, so they have a little bit of control fall. It was just enough so that they hit the ground hard, but don't hit the ground with, you know, all kinds of crazy force. And then we finally get to the scene that was not awesome. Now, Taskmaster has shown that she is a handful. I mean, a handful. She can mimic Black Panther, Captain America, Hawkeye, Spider-Man, Natasha herself. She gave everything Natasha wanted on the bridge and more. She pretty much beat up Red Guardian to where he didn't land a punch. I'm thinking, oh, this is about to go down. This final fight scene is going to be good. No, it lasted 30 seconds and Natasha hit Taskmaster with the antidote. That was not awesome. And really, that was my only gripe with the movie. Yelena is actually shown in the end credit scene visiting Natasha's grave, and they show Madam Hydra. Actually, she's been working for Madam Hydra for a while now, it seems like, and Madam Hydra sends her after Hawkeye, so I thought that was pretty cool too. Overall, I thought the movie was great. If this is Scarlett Johansson's last movie in the MCU, I feel like she went out with a bang. As far as the money goes, it made all kinds of money. It did, on opening weekend, it did 80 million here in the theaters, which is really good coming out of the pandemic. It did another 60 million on Disney Plus, and worldwide it did 215 million. So it's more than 20% of the way there to reaching $1 billion, which all Marvel movies do coming out of the pandemic. Reaching $1 billion is going to be even more significant. But please let me know in the comments, what did you guys think about the Black Widow movie? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Don't hate it. You need to love it. At least like it, but don't hate it. Trust me. 7 dislikes for telling the truth. You guys are out your damn minds. In saying that, if you are new here to SEM, please hit the subscribe button and become part of this SEM Nation. Once you become part of this, need that bell notification. You know when the video comes out. And if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. My name is Dorian. This is SEM. Thank you guys for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. And you guys have a good day.